story. With games and friends and songs and jokes and imagination, let's make it a wonderful day.
Welcome to Camp VooVoo. We're going to have so much fun today. We're going to visit new places, check out sports, tell a few jokes, and all sorts of fun things. Now it's time to pick the color and letter of the day. Today's color is green. Green starts with G. If you see something green, shout it out so we can all see. I wonder where we're visiting today. We don't know where we're going. Let's find out. Hi, today we're visiting Mystic Aquarium in Mystic, Connecticut. Come on, let's go take a look. Here's the entrance. Here's where we'll be going in. This is a beluga whale. They're from the Arctic Circle. They're white and beautiful, aren't they? People living in the Arctic have had a close relationship with beluga whales for thousands of years. The native people of Point Lay, Alaska have worked together with Mystic Aquarium scientists for over a decade to support conservation-focused beluga research. This is where the northern fur and the harbor seals are. The animal rescue team responds to sick, injured, and dead marine animals and sea turtles. When a call for help comes, they take action right away. Whoa! You're right! Green! Good catch! We're heading to the sea lion show. Come on, let's watch.
We're proud to present Connecting with Conservation.
Sea lions have really long and strong front flippers that give them great mobility. The animal rescue centers across the country work hard every day to take care of our oceans and the animals that live in them. No one cares more for these animals than the people that work with them. And everything that you see today is made possible through the incredibly strong relationships that we can build through our training program.
One of the best things about Mystic Aquarium is their program where they rescue, rehabilitate, and release the animals back into the wild. And the ones that can't be sent back to the wild have a forever home here. One of the coolest things here at Mystic Aquarium is the Undersea Explorer. It's called an unforgettable virtual reality journey where you get to wear a virtual reality helmet and explore the ocean. They have a marshland area where if you look closely, you'll find sea turtles. There's more turtles lined up on a log.
Like 10 minutes.
Now we're going to go visit some penguins. When you think of penguins, you usually think of cold temperatures, but these penguins like it around 100 degrees. In the winter, the water and the rocks are heated. When it gets below 40 degrees, they are brought inside. They're very close to extinction. They'll be gone by 2026 or 27 in the wild. There are 33 birds here, 15 couples, and they mate for life. This is the sea lion pen, which are different than the seals that we saw earlier. This is an electric eel.
Yeah, I was just trying to see it.
These are piranhas. All kinds of strange, weird-looking fish. Wow, have a few fish. And sharks. These are stingrays. This is a snapping turtle. He's a clownfish, just like Nemo. Fish come in all kinds of shapes and sizes. These are jellyfish. These are the comb jellyfish. Jellyfish have no brain. Well, that's it from Mystic Aquarium at Mystic, Connecticut. If you ever get a chance to visit, make sure you do. It's fun for the entire family. That's it from Camp VooVoo. See you next time. Bye. Baking with Chef Ella.
Welcome to Baking with Chef Ella. Today we're making sugar cookies and I'm using all of these ingredients. We have flour, brown sugar, salt, regular sugar, vanilla, baking powder, 1 egg, baking soda, and butter. Now we're going to preheat our oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit and line some cookie sheets with parchment paper. Now we're going to start with 2 3/4 cups of flour. And when you're using flour, you want to make sure you smooth out the top of it with a butter knife. 1, there's 2, 2 1/4, 2 2/4, and 2 3/4. Now it's time for our baking soda, which we need 1 teaspoon of. Now we need 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. And finally, it's time for 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Now it's time to mix this all together. Now it's time to cream together our butter, brown sugar, and sugar in our stand mixer. We're gonna start with 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, and then we're gonna need 1 cup and 2 tablespoons of regular sugar. And now we need 2 sticks of room temperature butter. Now it's time to mix that up on medium speed until it looks nice and fluffy. Now it's time to add our egg. To add 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Now it's time to add our dry mixture from before into our wet mixture now. Now we're going to roll our cookie dough into balls and put them in sugar. Now that we've rolled out our cookie dough and dipped them in sugar, it's time to put them in the oven. Make sure you have an adult help you with this because it's very hot. And here's our final product, homemade sugar cookies. See you next time on Baking with Chef Ella.
Safety Stop with Nurse April.
Hi, how's everybody feeling today?
Hi, Nurse April.
Nurse April. Oh no, it sounds like we have a couple of tummy aches. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, I told them to go get medicine right away.
Not necessarily, Shkabibbity Bonk. Tummy aches can be caused by a lot of different things. The first one is gas. Sometimes the food we eat or the stuff that we drink can cause gas bubbles to form in our tummies, and it can become pretty uncomfortable. But there is one way to find out if it's gas that's bothering you. It might sound kind of silly, but you want to lay down on the floor, reach your hands up high above your head, and roll back and forth on the floor until a gas bubble gets released. Do you want to try it? Go ahead. I know, it's kind of funny, but it's natural. Did that help? I'm so glad, Henry. Oh, but Harry, you still have his tummy ache? Oh, I'm sorry. Well, the second thing it could be is you might need to go to the potty. You don't want to go to the potty? Why? Oh.
Why would you be embarrassed? Everybody poops. Isn't that right, Nurse April?
That's right. Everybody poops. So now you know, there's no reason to be embarrassed.
I can't believe we've been talking about this. This is it's disgusting. It's now that you mention it, I gotta go.
Story time with Miss Lucy.
welcome to Storytime with Miss Lucy. Let's see what story we're gonna read today. Ooh, this looks like a really good one. The Tale of Squirrel Nutkin, written and illustrated by Beatrix Potter. This is a tale about a tale that belonged to a little red squirrel. His name was Nutkin. He had a brother called Twinkleberry and a great many cousins. They lived in a wood at the edge of a lake. In the middle of a lake, there is an island covered with trees and nut bushes, and amongst those trees stands a hollow oak tree, which is the house of an owl who is called Old Brown. One autumn, when the nuts were ripe, Nutkin and Twinkleberry and all the other little squirrels came out of the wood and down to the edge of the lake. They made little rafts out of twigs, and they paddled away over the water to Owl Island to gather nuts. They also took with them an offering of 3 fat mice as a present for Old Brown, and put them down upon his doorstep. Then Twinkleberry and the other little squirrels made a low bow and said politely, "Old Mr. Brown, will you favour us with permission to gather the nuts upon your island?" But Nutkin was excessively impertinent in his manners. He bobbed up and down like a little red cherry, singing, riddle me, rot-a-tote. A little wee man in a red coat, a staff in his hand and a stone in his throat. If you'll tell me this riddle, I'll give you a groat. Mr. Brown paid no attention whatever to Nutkin. He shut his eyes obstinately and went to sleep. The squirrels filled their little sacks with nuts and sailed away home in the evening. But next morning they all came back to Owl Island, and Twinkleberry and the others brought a fine fat mole and laid it on the stone in front of Old Brown's doorway. They said, "Mr. Brown, will you favour us with your gracious permission to gather some more nuts?" But Nutkin, who had no respect, began to dance up and down, tickling old Mr. Brown with a nettle and singing, "Old Mr. B, riddle me here. Hitty-pitty within the wall, hitty-pitty without the wall. If you touch hitty-pitty will bite you." Mr. Brown woke up suddenly and carried the mole into his house. On the 3rd day, the squirrels got up very early and went fishing. They caught 7 fat minnows as a present for old Mr. Brown. They paddled over the lake and landed under a crooked chestnut tree on Owl Island. Twinkleberry and 6 other little squirrels each carried a fat minnow, but Nutkin, who had no nice manners, brought no present at all. He ran in front singing, "The man in the wilderness said to me, how many strawberries grow in the sea? I answered him as I thought good, as many red herrings as grow in the wood." But old Mr. Brown took no interest in riddles, not even when the answer was provided for him. On the 4th day, which was Saturday, the squirrels came again for the last time. They brought a new laid egg in a little rush basket as a last parting present for Old Brown. But Nutkin ran in front laughing and shouting, "Humpty Dumpty lies in the beck with a white counterpane round his neck. 40 doctors and 40 wrights cannot put Humpty Dumpty to rights." Nutkin made a whirring noise to sound like the wind, and he took a running jump right onto the head of Old Brown. Then all at once there was a flutterment and a scufflement and a loud squeak. The other squirrels scuttered away into the bushes. When they came back very cautiously, peeping around the tree, there was old Mr. Brown sitting on his doorstep, quite still with his eyes closed, as if nothing had happened. But Nutkin was in his waistcoat pocket. This looks like the end of the story, but it isn't. Old Brown carried Nutkin into his house and held him up by the tail, but Nutkin pulled so very hard that his tail broke in 2 and he dashed up the staircase and escaped out of the attic window. And to this day, if you meet Nutkin up a tree and ask him a riddle, he will throw sticks at you and stamp his feet and scold and shout, "Coo, coo, 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 coo." The end.
Sports Break with Jake.
Hey guys, welcome to Sports Break with Jake. Today, we're going to be showing you how to shoot and dribble a basketball. Check it out. So, to start things off, you need to know if you're a right-handed basketball player or a left-handed basketball player. So, personally, I'm a left-handed basketball player, which means I'm going to shoot like this. So, I'll teach you how to do left-handed first and then I'll do right-handed. So basically, you want to hold the ball. It doesn't really matter how you hold the ball. You just want your dominant hand, which is which hand you're best with, on like the top of the ball, just like this. And then the other hand, like so for me, since you're a lefty, this will be your right hand. Put it kind of like, see how it's gripped like on the bottom of the ball, so when I shoot it, kind of like bottom or side. So when I shoot it, boom. And the main thing when you shoot it is, when you shoot it and the ball, and you let go of the ball, you want your hand to follow through, just like this. So shoot it, and you want it to aim right at the hoop. So right at that orange rim. You go, boom. Your hand stays right there. So this is an example. So, hand right here, got the grip, bend your knees a little bit, boom. Just like that. I'll do it again. So I got the grip, hand, front, this hand on the side, bend the knees, follow through, just like that. Now, I'm gonna teach you how to do a layup. So a layup is when you're right next to the hoop and you just put it in. But this is what the key tips are for when you're doing a layup. So ready? I'm a lefty. So it's either you're a lefty or a righty. So you dribble up to the hoop, you stop. So your inside foot, so this is my outside foot, this is my inside foot. I want to go off of my inside foot and see right that square, this white square right here, in the middle of it. That's where I want to aim to get the layup in. So I dribble, stop, go off the inside foot, aim where that white square is, the middle or top of the white square. Ready? I'll show you again. Dribble, stop, inside foot, right off the white square, top of it or the middle. Hey guys, thanks for joining Sports Break with Jake. See you next time.
Sports Break with Jake.
G. G is the letter of the day. G is the letter of the day.
It's for green, giraffe, and ghost, gorilla, and grapes, and all sorts of other things.
G is the letter, G is the letter, G is the letter of the day. G!
A few moments with Harper. Hi, Harper.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
Anything new and exciting happening?
Yeah, tomorrow's my birthday.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's wonderful. How old are you going to be?
I'm gonna be 8.
8. Oh my gosh. Are you planning anything special?
I'm gonna have a birthday party with my family and friends.
Oh, that's fantastic. What's your favorite thing about having a birthday party?
Probably spending time with my family.
Really?
Yeah.
And what about presents?
It's more about spending time with your family.
Oh, okay. So does that mean I don't have to buy you a present?
No. That still means I like presents. You still should buy me a present, but like, I like spending time with my family.
All right. That's wonderful. You know, that's the best present of all, is getting to spend time with your family.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
But you still gotta buy me a present.
I will. I
Okay.
will.
Just making sure. Hey, VooVoo.
What?
Hey, VooVoo.
What?
I love you.
I love you too. And happy birthday.
Thank you.
It's joke time.
What kind of crackers do firemen like in their soup?
Firecrackers!
What do you call a fake noodle?
An impasta.
What did the egg say to the person?
You crack me up.
Which nut sneezes a lot?
A cashew.
Why did the policeman stay in bed?
He was undercover.
Planting with Pam.
Welcome to another episode of Planting with Pam. Today, our special guest is John Campanini. John is the Technical Director for the Rhode Island Tree Council. He's here today to tell us about trees. Welcome, John.
Thank you, Pam. It's a pleasure to be here with you at Camp VooVoo. Let's learn one of the most beautiful things about trees. They actually create oxygen through the process of photosynthesis. We need oxygen to breathe, but also our planet needs it to clean the air in the atmosphere. Let's learn more about trees and their benefits. Hello, my name is John Campanini. I'm the technical advisor of the Rhode Island Tree Council with an instructional message on the cooling power of trees. Next time you're out on a bright sunny summer day, see for yourself the cooling power of trees. First, pick a spot where there are no trees. It could be in the backyard, on a sidewalk, or even in a parking lot at a shopping mall. Feel the sun's heat? Does it make you hot and uncomfortable? You'd think you're a piece of bacon in a frying pan. Next, find a tree. Go stand for a few seconds under its leafy canopy. Wow, what a difference. There's much less sun, much less heat, and the temperature is much lower. Matter of fact, the temperature may be 10 to 15 degrees lower under the tree than in the direct sunlight. As a result, you feel relieved, like you just entered an air-conditioned room. What you just experienced is the cooling power of trees. It was brought to you via the leaves. They function like an umbrella, blocking the sun, cooling shade instead of hot sunbeams. What a trade-off! This is just one of the many social, environmental, and economic benefits derived from trees. Finally, the message to be learned is this: trees are cool, and in more ways than one may think. For more information on tree benefits, planting and care, go to www.ritree.org.
Thanks for joining us today, and thanks to John Campanini for stopping by. See you next time.
Be nice, be kind to everyone you see. If you just remember this, you'll be happy as can be.
Thanks for joining us. Hope you had a good time. We sure did. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe below so you never miss an episode. And check out campvoovoo.com. That's it for now. Bye.
Let's make it a wonderful day today. Let's make it fun for you and me. With games and friends and songs and jokes and imagination. Let's make it a wonderful day.